That thing's recording. Producer Lisa, that thing's recording.
Hey, yo.
That's his trademark. And my trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 46, where a couple ADHD dudes and their producer try to get through life. My name is Drew. I'm your host. This is your other host, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we be nothing without her, producer Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. And listen, it's episode 46.5. You'll never understand that, but we do. And we take that very seriously. So we need 46 of you normal-sized people. And
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
and we need 0.5 of you also normal-sized people. Because it's not strange. It's just different.
Maybe a little king.
Little king. Not a short king because that's too tall. Little king. We need you guys to stop what you're doing. Hit pause on this video and go like us. Go follow us on all social media platforms. We'll wait. Maybe the 0.5 is like where we've been missing. Like we've been overlooking them.
We're going to get canceled already.
You gotta have fans, dude. What's up, Renee?
Fans would be nice.
Yeah, I think we're growing a little bit.
I mean, like in here, too.
Give me a second. Welcome back. Thank you so much, all 46 and a half of you guys. We love you. This is episode 46, for real. It's a good one. I didn't lose a sound card. That's not why we didn't have an episode the last 2 weeks. Okay, maybe it was, but it's okay. You live and you learn, people. You live and you learn, and that's kind of what we're going to get into. Producer Lisa has a banger of a story of a day, and it is about a gentleman who's learning that not all good things are actually good. Producer Lisa, take it away. Sing it loud, sing it proud. What you got, Papa?
Okay.
Yes.
You
okay.
calling me Papa's a little weird.
Papacita?
No.
Papalita?
Okay. No.
Papa la frita?
Shut.
No.
Okay, sorry. No more Papa. Papa. Go ahead. My dad's dead, dude. I need to call somebody that. And he keeps trying to make me, and I'm not going to do it.
I thought you already did.
How did she know?
There's been signs.
Oh, gosh. She's fired up tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to have to chop that out. So.
Heck no, we're not. Oh, no. Dude, you're cooking. Okay, let's go.
No, I'm serious.
Why do we have to chop it out?
They're sex jokes.
First of all, I call him daddy doesn't mean we're sleeping together. You get your head out of that gutter right now. Anyways, producer Lisa, sing it loud, sing it proud. Let us hear it.
Okay, there's a 28-year-old disco folk singer. Hold on. Disco soul singer. Okay, he's from Luxembourg, and he is 28 years old, and he is the doppelganger of Elon Musk. So much so that Drew didn't know that.
I had no idea that was not Elon.
The sad part is that this guy is 28 and Elon Musk is 53.
Correct.
Okay, so if you guys had to name each other's doppelganger, who would be the doppelganger?
I'm starting off spicy tonight.
I love it. I love it. We're a little caliente tonight. I feel like you're going to cook me. I'm going to start with you. Adam Driver.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And for our female fans, Adam Driver.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I meant to say, and a female doppelganger would be, who's the lady with the big nose?
All right, we're going that direction.
Joe
I was trying
Camel.
to take it
That's
easy.
who it is. Joe Camel.
That's not a lady. It's Joe Camel.
First of all, you don't get to identify for that camel who he is. Joe could be whatever they want. What's up, Jed? All right.
Sup, who?
Let me hear it.
No. Who'd you say sup to?
Jed.
Who's Jed?
My non-binary therapist.
All right.
I say big dog a lot, and that is shut the fuck down in therapy, by the way. And he's not, fuck, right there. They're not going to watch it. So I could say that about them. Yeah, no big dog in that arena. But yeah, no.
Dog is gender neutral.
No. Jokes aside, not Joe Camel, because you definitely are very good looking. So I would say Adam Driver is your doppelganger.
I also don't look like Jay-Z. Isn't that who?
That's what people have tried to. That's a king, bro. We don't talk about a king like that, okay? All right? I got a little offended, I'm not going to lie.
I don't have to lie. We saw it.
Okay.
You?
You know what I want to see? Who my doppelganger is. God, it's going to be bad.
I don't have really a good one.
It's okay. Give me anyone. At least
Gabriel Iglesias?
That's what producer Lisa said.
Not
And both
to be
you
confused
guys.
with Enrique, because that would be more of me, you know? Enrique Iglesias? We should rename our podcast to the Iglesias Brothers.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Isn't Iglesia church in Spanish? How many people are we going to offend in the first 2 minutes?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. We're going to offend a lot. Gabriel's skinny now. He's a quitter. Ralphie, maybe?
Ralphie May? Oh, man, that's too cold.
No, I was
couldn't
way
do that to you.
better looking. I'm way better looking than Ralphie May was. I am. You got to start giving me some dap, dude. Come on. I'm heavy, but I'm not ugly. Those are two different. Usually it's combined. Not for me. I'm an anomaly of the fatty boys.
God was like,
I
I can't do too much to him.
He's already going to go through a lot. There you go. Gabriel Iglesias is hilarious, but everybody says that always.
I want to go back to the Elon Musk of it all.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about how, like, back when, like, tech stuff was getting popular, it was like, these people are going to be your bosses someday. You know, like, the nerds are going to be your bosses someday.
Yeah.
And it empowered me as a nerd or a geek or some hybrid of both of them to think I might be in charge of the people who bullied me one day. And then I see how Elon Musk is doing with lots of money and power, and I'm like, maybe we should give the power back to the cool guys. I think we're about done with the nerd era.
I don't know, man. That guy built rockets and electric cars that go really fast.
He used gamer lingo in an interview about government economics. He uses the term NPC. It's the most awkward, cringe, and I don't like using the word cringe, but I think that kind of fits here. He's a grown child.
I must have missed that episode of the Muskets.
He has more baby mamas than the average Santa Fe dude.
That's offensive.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it, so I can't really comment on it because I have not. I have been kind of a. This is a. I'm contradicting myself because at the beginning of these podcasts, I'm like, hey, go follow us on all platforms. I don't have social media. I've been off for months now, I think. And you told me the other day you're still sending me memes.
I stopped.
Nate, my friend Nate, he'll call me and be like, hey, go check out that meme. I'm like, dude, I don't have him. He's like, I know. And then I'll hang up.
Yeah, I remember whenever I was off social media and you were sending me memes and I was like sending it through a text. Now I realize how lame of a
it's not the same
interaction that is.
And I was though. I was holding it up a little bit. The one you sent me the other day, we obviously can't share it.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I literally laughed out loud. It was really good. I don't know. I going back to the doppelganger kid. Imagine being 28, being confused for a 53-year-old. Like, what does that do to you? Because they do look exactly the same.
Elon Musk looks like the robot from what is it, Centennial Man with Robin Williams.
I'll put a picture here for
It's a mad old reference.
That's crazy. That's a 90s reference.
Or like he just looks robotic himself, like you put
Like
like some
his skin
synthetic
was-
skin around,
yeah.
like tying around a robot head.
Do you think that he's as genius as they say he is?
I know I 100% believe he's brilliant, but he's also completely socially unaware. And
Well, he's on the spectrum.
I think there's a certain it's been said he surrounds himself with people who only say yes to him. And you're not going to develop social awareness that way. You got to get a little pushback. I've gotten pushback in interactions with you in the world for my whole life, and I've learned. Yeah. You know what I mean?
How many B's does it take to stop getting pushback though? Like how many billions do you have? He's the richest man in the world.
1 billion is enough to not get pushback.
That's what I mean. Like it's almost hard to filter that out. Like I think that's the only, not the only, but the only problematic part I see about his position currently. He's too powerful to be told no.
It's invincible.
Just about. Like even Donnie T has been told no. You know what I mean? He's been shut down numerous times.
So I was super confused for like a split second on Donnie T.
Yeah, no. But I don't know. I think that's the only whatever.
We can go out. Let's go all the way back. Disco soul.
I kind of want to know. Hey, can you go to wrongfacts.com real quick and see what disco soul music sounds like?
I'm curious what his music sounds like.
We won't get it copywritten because we'll only play it from hers, and so we'll listen to it a little bit and we'll see what it sounds like. You gotta subscribe to our Patreon to get the uncuts. Be the easiest edits in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full burps, yawns. We'll leave all that in for the Patreon.
All of it. All of it.
In case you're into that.
Into Gabriel Iglesias burping.
Mm-hmm.
What you got? Okay, before you hit play, I want us to imagine what it sounds like. So I'm assuming disco is like dance music. Soul is Drake. Dance hall Drake.
Wouldn't it be like Motown?
I guess. Yeah.
I don't think that's much disco, but I imagine that there's a Motown disco.
So we have an idea of what we think it's going to sound
okay.
like. Producer Lisa, let us hear it.
Trash.
Oh yeah, that's a bopper right there. Okay. I never thought that I would leave here as Elon Musk. Those are the exact lyrics. I just repeated it. Yeah, there's my chair cracking. That's not exactly what I thought it was gonna sound like. The dance part for sure, but it kind of was like a mixture of like 90s dance music with like 2000s boy band.
What are the odds that beat was made on FL Studio?
The way that the synths sound, it's pretty high, for sure. I've used FL Studio when my early rap career days. I was banging out some hot fire with FL Studio.
My boy Gifted made a lot of really good beats on FL.
It's so funny because the platform optically looks so simplistic, but then when you go into it, it's insane.
Yeah.
And so I want to say a lot of people make beats off that. At least that's where they build it, and then they move it. Yeah, and then they move it into Pro Tools. Would probably be where they would like engineer it, but a lot of the times Pro Tools is like what people use to record bands and stuff like that. So I guess for a band take, no, but for that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's electronic music, a little dance pop. You don't stop. I heard a joke in April. I just want to say this real quick. Somebody said, "Why does Justin Timberlake like the last day of April?"
Why?
Because it's gonna be May.
All right, that's fair.
Is that good?
You almost got a smirk out of Lisa. She wanted to. She restricted her face on that.
No, I knew it.
Oh.
You didn't think it's funny?
Maybe the first time I heard it.
I've never said that. Who's telling you jokes?
Who's making you laugh without me around?
Yeah, what the heck's going on? Yeah, no. But anyways, we're in May. It doesn't matter.
I have a story.
Scale of 1 to Al Bundy. Where's this going?
I don't think either. It'll be a dialogue.
Perfect.
And not a lecture.
Okay.
So, maybe it'll be a little bit of a lecture. So I like playing video games. And a game I just recently got into is God of War. And God of War is about Kratos, which is the God of War, and his son after his wife and / mom dies. And they have to take her ashes to the top of the mountain or whatever. So he's on the trail with his son fighting off beasts. And he, sometimes your character dies in the game. And, given our histories, the son will say after you die, "Daddy, please don't leave me."
Oh, my goodness.
So I've just been triggering myself nonstop. And I play it with my son Hercules quite often. It's kind of become like a father-son game. So
it's so many different levels of
trauma.
Yeah, that's wild. That's. Does he like it?
Because he's like super smart, so he catches all the little things that I miss and guides me through the puzzles. Because I'm getting old, I don't know how to strategize like that anymore.
Dude, Zeus, my son, completely different. Full speeds through every level.
Yeah.
Get the coins. Nope. Gotta get to the end. He does not let anything distract him from finishing that level. He's missing everything. He's missing everything. But he's a pretty good gamer too.
I mean, speedrunning is a thing now.
Really? In games?
Yeah, where you get to the end as fast as you can and it's timed.
Oh. Yeah. Zeus wants to start streaming. And so I think me and producer Lisa are planning to get him something like a a streaming setup, and we're gonna like superimpose like some sort of image on his head, like a talking dog or something. You know,
There's those streamers that do like these animated faces.
I think for kids, it's probably the safest way too.
Yeah.
But and then we can make his voice squeaky or something. Like it'll be something fun for him. He's really into like Pokemon and like super into Minecraft, and he showed us
Jigglypuff.
That's my doppelganger.
Yeah. Snorlax.
Snorlax is better. Producer Lisa, her health condition, it's you know, it's causing her to pack on a little extra lbs, you know, and she's working through it. But what's wrong?
I don't know.
I
don't know how you survive some nights.
We're just being vulnerable here. I survived because she's called me fat our entire relationship.
I know.
I've also gotten progressively fatter, so
I'd rather that person introduce the information about themselves and have it just introduced willy-nilly.
Who's willy-nilly? Your doppelganger?
Yeah.
But
Willie
see,
Nelson.
we were putting Zeus to bed, and she had his Snorlax. She goes, "Does it look like mom?" And he goes, "No, it looks like dad."
Yeah, you're always going to be the
always.
You're always going to be the representation of Huffy, both.
my old boss called me portly. He says you're portly. I was like, "What's that mean?" He's like, "I don't know." Slim.
I feel like it's more disrespectful than fat.
He calls me Slim too. It drives me nuts. He's like, "How you doing, Slim?"
One of those ironic names.
And then he laughs like an old man would laugh. He's like, like he laughs inside his body. It's weird, but yeah, Zeus is into the games too. So we've been playing Pokemon though. He likes Let's Go Eevee. He erased the game that he already beat to restart it, and now he's like working through it again.
Nice.
I guess I don't know why you buy him other games if he just plays his old ones. We just bought him a game, and he's like, "Hey, Dad." This is exactly how he approached me. He goes, "Dad." Hand gestures, y todo. "Dad, we have bad news." I was like, "What's that?" He goes, "I got to take this game back." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "I didn't mean to get Pokemon Legend. I meant to get," what did he call it?
Pokemon Masters.
I don't believe him. Not for 1 second do I believe that. I believe he started playing Legends, like his friends were telling him to play, and he's like, "Oh, I'll try." Hated it.
Just made up a new game
And
name.
so he's like, I meant to get Pokemon Masters. I was like, there's no way you, out of anybody, got the wrong game. There's no way he got the wrong game. Yeah. So, but we play that, and then he watches me play Rocket League. Remember he was playing Rocket League with you? He got pretty good at that game too. The best one though, because you've seen recently when we're trying to play COD, my PlayStation's always updating. But during, like in between your absolute cook sessions of me, like, "Hey, get a better internet," and you know, this is probably true. I'll play like the PlayStation game that's loaded on. What is it?
Worm?
Astro something.
Astrobots? Astro's Playroom?
Yeah.
I was just going to say
game's
Hercules
fun.
beat that entire game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's super fun.
This episode is brought to you by the amazing people at Caliber Collision. How many times have you wished you could make it like it never happened? Plenty of times. But this isn't about me. At Caliber Collision, they can do that for car accidents, minor collisions, even hail damage. With a highly trained team of experts and convenient locations located throughout the New Mexico and surrounding areas, they understand what you're going through and will get you back on the road again safely and as quickly as possible. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life. And it's a cool game.
Yeah. So we've been kind of separately, and then we'll realize we do it together. He plays Hot Wheels. I don't know how we got on this.
The video games. I still have more video game.
I want to hear it. So
I don't know why. I just realized all my content's video games.
What's the little boy's voice when Kratos dies?
Please don't leave me alone, Dad.
Oh, no. That's crazy. Was that your voice?
That's too deep.
Like when you took it, do you even remember how you took it?
The news? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I broke down in the middle school hallway. I think I yelled in the middle school hallway.
What?
I can't believe they told you at school.
Yeah, you kind of just framed it like it was just in passing. You're like, "Hey, your dad." See us in the principal's office. Yeah, you're.
Oh my God.
And you're just like trying to go to your next period. You're like, wait, what?
Wait.
No.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good point,
It's a
Lisa.
good point,
Because my
dude.
grandma brought it up to me like right there in the hallway. Like she didn't even wait till I got to
Grandma
the car.
worked at the school?
No, she went to go pick me up.
She
after
found you in
got
the
news.
hallway and was like, hey,
I mean, my
before
dad-
we get to the car, I got to let you know in front of everybody here, your dad is no longer your dad.
Well, he wasn't. He didn't pass. He was in a coma for a week, so he was in a coma. But still, like you don't. I just thought about how like I got that news just willy nilly. That's my word, my phrase for tonight. I just got it willy nilly in the front desk reception area.
Your dad was in a coma, and then
Yeah.
you guys had to make that choice. Like,
My mom did.
oh God, I know this is probably as dark as we can get, but I really wish your dad would have gone like mine. There was no decision making there. He looked like the letter L on that.
Saying he was a Tetris piece?
He dude, and I hate it because I found out the details, and obviously people in the comments are like, how is this funny? It's not funny.
I know.
Let's be clear. Like, our dad's dying is not funny, but like,
It kind of is.
it's like,
Has to be now.
how else do we have to handle it? You guys want us to be all sad? We would have offed ourselves
You want us
years
to
ago.
end up like Batman?
Yeah. Rich? Kinda.
Oh, yeah, kinda.
Yeah. No, but the guy who was telling me, because I just found, when did I find this out? When Joey died. My adopted brother Joey died like for my birthday.
I could just imagine them showing you like the Tetris game
Dude,
with the L
he
falling. Like,
literally,
you see this?
he used examples. He's like, but your dad was like, the L was backwards. So like the L was upside down.
So are you familiar with an Allen wrench? Like it's kind of like
he
that's
lit,
kind of how
and I
he
was
was.
like, what do you mean? He's like, well, his head was the bottom of the L. And I was like, oh.
And who
He's
is
like,
this?
the guy who tried to save him. My
Oh.
sister was dating a guy, and there was like, I guess, I don't know what actually happened. They say he rolled out of bed. My dad's never rolled out of anything, so I don't really know. But nonetheless, he ended up, his body coming off the bed, and like he cracked his head on the dresser. But he didn't like,
so far. I can't help. But
he didn't go down. He just stayed on the dresser. And so
it's like in Sesame Street, where they're making the letters.
oh,
This is the letter L. We're losing your dad.
oh gosh. Pops, wherever you're at, dude, I'm sorry, but I know you're laughing somewhere. But he was like in detail. He's like, yeah, dude. And he was just like bent up on that dresser, his neck and his head. And I was like,
90 degrees.
dead. Yeah. And then he's like, so I pulled him by his feet. And then I heard him choking on his blood. And then he died. And I was like, all right. Yeah. He's like, happy birthday, though. Sorry about your brother dying. And I was like, what the fuck? So I guess.
Sir, this is a Denny's.
Yeah, I know. Sir, can you place your order? Yeah, sorry, hold on, I'm on the phone. We heard you. It's on your car speakers. God, they told you in the hallway of your middle school.
Yeah.
Me just naturally trying to make light of a dark situation right
I
here.
have a tear down my cheek.
What kind of popularity did that bring you after they saw you wallowing?
I don't think kids. It wasn't kids who saw me.
It's all teachers.
Everyone was in class. I was in a web design class back when it was Ask Jeeves and all these other
Jeeves.
old sites that only our demographic will know.
Yeah.
And I was learning HTML and what have you. And so I remember the class. I remember. Yeah, that's still a very vivid memory for me.
And they called you out. Your grandma's like in the window, like, you know what I mean? You're like, what is that?
It's rough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Because you were right around the age of old enough to understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And you had seen him that morning.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never lived this with you. Yeah. I'm so glad you're in therapy, dude. Because, like
I discharged.
just now?
So yeah. I think this podcast solved my issues.
Yeah.
He just made a joke about
Yeah.
the news.
You wait, you graduated therapy?
Kind of.
Like, did they...
I mean, the therapist said,
Kind of
I don't think I can help you anymore. That's graduation, right?
They turned the sad face, like, upside down, and they give you a...
It's like adding the line to an F to make it an A.
Yeah.
I think that's how I graduated.
They
yeah.
just turned your diploma, smiley, sad face upside down. They're like, here you go, you've graduated.
Yeah. I'm doing all right, though. Doing all right.
Yeah.
Except for the time I bruised my ego pretty badly.
Oof, get into it, please. I'm excited to hear about it.
It is another video game story. Not gonna lie to you.
What game
Maybe
were
I've
you-
been playing too much lately.
What game were you
It's
playing?
a VR boxing.
I should get wrecked by a 4-year-old or what?
So, VR boxing game. It, people have treated it like a joke. Someone who's definitely listening treated it like a joke and thought, like, what does this mean and how hard is it really? And it's a lot of work. I burn a lot of calories on it. I'm sweaty, glistening, all that good stuff. That's for you, Drew. That's right for you. Just to recharge that memory.
I'm gonna lock that away.
And I'm like above 0.500 on like, it's near wins, losses. It's about the same, So I have been able to get pretty decent at it and felt a little confident in it. And so with the woman who's now my girlfriend, I thought I'd show her.
Hold on. Anthony, I hate to stop it like this. Producer Lisa, I'm really sorry. Can we just speed that back a couple bars? The woman, I got to hear that again. Say it one more time.
The woman who's now my girlfriend.
Okay, now stop. Lady that watches us, I'm sorry. This stud muffin is off the market. And woman that we won't name, you got a good one, I think. I mean, it's looking pretty up for you. Till you know what I mean? So watch out for the peaks and valleys there with this guy. Anyways, congratulations on a new girlfriend. We won't dig into it today. But anyways, continue. So you've been showing your new babe how sick you are at VR boxing.
I thought I'd show her a little boxing match. So I set it up on the laptop so she could watch what I was seeing.
Yeah.
I got my ass whooped.
In front of her?
In front of her.
Not only did you get beat up, but you got beat up digitally by nobody that
Probably a 12-year-old. Oh. I was pretty embarrassed. I was really embarrassed.
Were you
My
like
ego's damaged.
trying to?
I was working my ass off.
No.
And I had to take off the VR mask and look at her afterwards and hope I wasn't
She's, like, on her
emasculated in her
phone.
eyes.
SOS.
Yeah.
Call and say there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I don't know. I used to think I didn't have an ego, like one that could be damaged by, but I do. And that hurt.
Yeah. I mean, if we're being transparent here, that's embarrassing. I mean, oh my God.
That we're being transparent.
Well, I'm being transparent with how I feel about how embarrassed I am for you. In front of her, the new girlfriend, you got beat up in a virtual game?
Yeah.
All the hope she had in her mind for this protector of a man. God, you could have played COD. You're really good at Call of Duty. You didn't want to play that?
That was a little bit more masculine to do the boxing.
Not to get beat up? Dude, listen, I'm here for you, dude. And girl who we will not name, I'm here for you too. He wouldn't actually get beat up in real life. Because chances are I'd be with him. And I'd jump in. It wouldn't be a fair fight. Yeah, I learned something about your ego just now. Not as fragile as I thought.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's
Wait,
it.
what?
Yeah, I thought your ego was a little bit more fragile.
All right. Let's unpack that real quick.
Listen, we've had conversations about how you may or may not have taken things I said. I always thought I was like, I hurt his ego. No, it wasn't ego. His ego when he kicks in when he gets beat up in front of his girlfriend.
And you put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But can we be transparent about maybe ego for you maybe in the past week or so?
Yeah.
Can we get into that one, or is that too much? I mean, if you can give your 2 cents on if you can give your 2 cents on that one,
All
or
right.
is that too much?
All right. I publicly owe producer Lisa an apology because my ego has been checked, ironically, by me. My business that I started about a year and a half ago, I know our listener knows that. I took no advice from producer Lisa. blinders on. Hold on.
No.
No, let her jump in.
Producer Lisa didn't know what she was talking about. She's never done this before.
Correct.
Oh, those are words that you said.
It was a very inconsiderate and blind opinion. So I'm sorry.
That's another 2 cents that you.
I should have never sent you that screenshot.
No, let's get around to it. I want people to know.
So, long story short, I am now cleaning up all the mistakes and choices that I made that were detrimental to my progress last year. And we're just about out of the woods, which is good for me. Good for my family, good for Lisa, because this medical condition is only growing by the day.
It's going to be an expensive one.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to like buy, apparatuses because of this condition. And she basically needs new furniture. And it's just like, it's a lot. And so nonetheless, not to take away the seriousness of her condition, but like I normally do, I want to talk about me instead of her. I had a very humbling week. It was the first week in a long time that I was dead broke.
How broke?
Negative 26 cents broke. We'll just let that serenade and marinate for a second.
It's nice.
Yeah, I know.
Serenade. Not going to serenade nobody with that number, my boy.
26 cents. Negative 26 cents. And the crazy part about it is I hit rock bottom last night. I hit rock bottom because there's a spot that I go to. I like golf, and there's a spot that's it's like a gym. It's 24-hour access, and there's different lounges.
Wait, slow down. So you're going to a place like a gym?
Kinda.
Oh, okay. Like not really a gym though?
I'm just as glistening as you are.
Nice.
Yeah. If you went, you would understand.
Change the podcast name to the Glistening Brothers.
It's close to the Glizzy Brothers, and I'm just not safe with that.
That's fair.
But I go to this place. I play golf. There's 3 different lounges in this building, and each is like its own golf simulator lounge. It's great. Well, I was there by myself last night for about an hour and a half, and I usually go after, Zeus is in bed, producer Lisa's in bed, and I now started asking permission to go. I don't just assume she's okay with it, even though she always is. She does not control me like that. I said it right, just how you wrote it down over there? Yeah? Okay, good. But I noticed that producer Lisa hadn't called or texted me. And I was like, it's been more than 17 minutes. Where is she? Where's she been? So I go ahead and pick up my handy dandy iPhone, hit call Lisa Marie, and it says, boop, 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 boop. Welcome to the T-Mobile pay line. My cell phones had been disconnected due to non-payment. It was rock bottom for me. It was rock bottom. I furthered that rock bottom by realizing in this exact moment that my in-laws are also on this phone plan. So when they called somebody soon, boop, 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 your son-in-law's a failure. And so I panicked. I got it fixed. We talked on the phone today. It's back up and running. It was about 20 minutes of chaos for me.
When we say phone, it was 2 cups connected by string.
Yeah, producer Lisa kind of just laughed when I was like, hey, your phone's back on. She's like, what? 'Cause she was like asleep.
Yeah.
I was like, they were off. She's like, huh. Of course they were. She hung up. But I say all that to say, I think I've broken my ego. This year has been pretty trying for me. Got turned down for a couple things I wanted to do and realized I made really bad decisions in a sense, business-wise. And yeah, it is, any ounce that was still there, it's gone. But I'm glad. I know that sounds crazy being in the situation that I'm in. By the way, he's had my Venmo for a long time. I sent him a picture of my account being negative 26 cents. Not once did he.
I was so close before this podcast to sending you 27 cents.
Not once.
So close.
27 cents. Not once did my best friend say, let me send him a couple shekels. Let me Make sure he's okay until this gets reloaded. Nope. The only thing he said that was anywhere in that same universe was, I'll bring over a quarter and a couple pennies or something. And he keeps making these, is that 2 cents? Because I don't know if you got, I get it. You know what I mean? But I do have to say that it has been refreshing. And I think that you saw me last year. We went the same day I bought all this stuff. Not all of it. You bought lights.
Okay.
And,
All right.
Yeah, I can't take it away. He bought this.
I owe money.
But I didn't even think about it. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
These blue lights are on sale.
Yeah.
Just don't tell Lisa.
And then I was like, I'll go ahead and buy this taco tote while we sit here. Like I'm happy that it happened because it is kind of brought me back to,
your humble roots back at Alto Park.
Yeah. Now, poor producer Lisa, she's had to this seems physically impossible, by the way, but she's had to carry me. And without her, I don't think our family would be where it is right now. So,
actually, the opposite. Because, if you would have listened to me, our family wouldn't have been where we're at. So.
She's right. I can't even say she's wrong. She's right. She's so right.
I think you took the ego stuff better than I did. Because I played the game for the next 4 or 5 nights in a row to make sure I had a winning record. And then I would screenshot pictures and send, hey, look at a golden retriever energy, look at me, I win.
She's probably sending it to
I can fight. I can defend you.
She's probably sending it to her group chat of girlfriends. She's like, look at this guy. And they're like, oh, how embarrassing. Tell him to go get in a real fight. That's the only way you're going to win his honor back.
I was seeing this comedy skit where women always give nicknames to new guys that they're seeing. Mm-hmm. And it made me wonder what my nickname would be based on the boxing stuff, knockout, or what can you think of? I'm sure you got something good. Glass Jaw Joe? I don't know.
No. I don't know.
I showed you my
fight then flight.
Yeah. I showed you my boxing name on there, right? You remember that?
Oh, what is it?
Tyson with the tism.
That's hilarious.
It's really good, isn't it?
He might have tism though. He might. Tyson might have some tism in him.
That'd be an interesting take.
Yeah, but you've been fighting for your life on VR boxing. Joey Badass.
I knew this transition was going to
happen.
Joey
Badass has been fighting for his life.
One of us was going to do it that way.
And we had to do it. We had to do it because we got to talk about this culture right now. And I'm not on social media. People had to call me. ConTube had to call me and say, YouTube this. And so I YouTubed everything.
We need ConTube as a call-in for hip-hop stuff.
I agree. I need to tell him to, one of these days when he's in town, we'll have him sit in with us too. Because producer Lisa loves ConTube, so it's perfect for all of us. And I think that what he brought to my attention is it was kind of eye-opening. If you guys don't know, Joey Badass is it's like Joey Badass versus TDE.
Versus the West.
Undercard. Yeah, versus the West. You're right. Versus the West. Good for him. Ray Vaughn's incredible. Daylight. His pen is insane, for sure. But Joey Badass, bro.
Do you think he's winning?
Yeah, for sure. I do. Do you know why?
Why?
Because he's rapping his ass off.
I posted it on Facebook. You didn't see because you're not on Facebook.
Correct.
Is if Joey Badass rapped like this his whole career, he wouldn't be so desperate for clout from Kendrick.
Today's episode is sponsored by the amazing people at Caliber Collision. Listen, Caliber Collision makes car accidents, minor collisions, and even hail damage feel like they never happened. They have a team of experts who understand where you're coming from and what you're going through and will get you back on the road again safely and as quickly as possible. Caliber Collision, baby. Restoring the rhythm of your life.
And they got a little pushback on it from my hip-hop people.
Yeah, Desperate seems like a reach for sure.
I think
from
that whole class, he never popped out like the others did.
But I think it started at the Control verse. Like, how could you not say my name? Because at that time, I mean, Joey Badass, he had a commercial run for sure, and he made boppy music, but he's a spitter. He could rap.
I've just never found the appeal in him. And
What
I know
about
it's a wild
now?
take.
What about
Oh,
now?
that's what now, yeah. But don't be saying you're on Kendrick's level now. Like, be rapping like this for the next 5 years, and I'll hear you out.
Yeah, I think though, this is what I think. I think that this has the potential to be one of the greatest moments in hip hop, and this is why. If Kendrick and Drake would have kept it rap instead of clicks, it could have been phenomenal. It could have been, but that's the difference. And I was able to establish this the other day when I really thought about it. This is a proper rap battle. This is no, stop. This is a rap battle. That's all it is rappers on beats rapping bars on bars on bars. Kendrick and Drake had a beef. There's two different situations here.
You could have both.
I don't think that he has beef with Ray Vaughn. I don't think he has beef. That's different. They're not talking about, well, Ray Vaughn talked about his baby mama, I think, but
Oh, yeah, I think you're.
but what I'm saying is like, I truly think that they're keeping it rap. I do. They're not bringing their kids in it and their moms in it.
But rap battles have that stuff.
I agree.
This isn't 1998 where you're lyrically freestyling.
But the way you're saying that, it attempts to invalidate that 1998 was the child of what hip hop was supposed to be. See, no. I'm telling you, the culture that we're in now is based off popularity, and talent and ability is way down here.
Non-rap battles.
What are you talking about?
Rap battles are 100%
Do you think that Kendrick Lamar's song,
like rap battlers?
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the culture right now.
It's part of the culture. And there's 5 or 6 of those guys jumping in to record.
It should have.
So there's not that this line dividing it. There's a blurry line there. There's at least 4 battle rappers who have jumped in on this beef. So it's not this whole separation.
Yeah, but where was that for Kendrick and Drake? Do
you
know
didn't
why?
need it because no one's on that level.
Nobody's on that level of popularity.
Yeah, but you got. I guess I can see what you're saying. But on that level of skill too.
I'm not saying Kendrick and Drake aren't skilled. I'm saying that skill was rarely shown during that moment.
No, that's crazy work.
No,
they have 2 of the best rap diss records in history. That beef is the best in rap history. You look at the quality of the tracks.
It was
you look
the
at
best.
The excitement
it was
and hype.
the best beef. It wasn't the best rap battle.
Yeah, who's better?
I mean, Jay-Z and Nas was immensely
they had
better.
2 good tracks, and the rest were mid.
And Drake and Kendrick had 15.
And they had like 4 or 5 good tracks in there.
All I'm telling you is that there's a difference between beef and what's happening right now.
There doesn't have to be a difference. They could be both.
There needs to be.
They could be there.
No, there needs to be, because you can't do this to 2 different things. Like Kendrick and Drake went for clicks. These guys, they don't. It's only popular because Joey Badass. If you really think about it, I adore Ray Vaughn. He's amazing. Daylight's pen is crazy. No one's fucking looking for these guys.
But everyone, that's kind of my point too. Is whenever you see it as like it's on your level, you're gonna have all the bums jumping in. And I'll be honest, like there's a couple of bum battle rappers jumping in the mix, and everyone feels able to do it because the level it's being performed at isn't at the level of others. That's my point.
I think me and you are saying the same thing.
And just in different angles.
I 100%, because what Drake and Kendrick did is not what Joey Badass and all these other people are doing right now. There's not even the melodic focus and making catchy records. That's not even part of it. It's like a couple hi-hats and some drums and then rap. It's not A minor.
None of those tracks were not like us. There's only one not like us type track in that whole thing. The others you're not going to hear ever again in a club or anything. Let's not do that. Family Matters you're not going to hear at the club. You're not going to hear that on the radio. Like those tracks were so personal and deep. Like you're not going to hear, like I think you're presenting it like there's a bunch of mainstream appeal in the other diss tracks. There's not.
That's all there is mainstream appeal in that.
In those diss tracks? In Family Matters?
In the
with domestic violence allegations.
In the entire dome of that beef, all it was mainstream appeal.
That's crazy.
It was proven. It was proven.
How?
Cole isn't talking out of his ass when he said these guys were just looking for clicks and views and plays. That's true. They weren't looking to see who was going to win.
So you think these guys are doing it for the sake of the culture?
I think
Joey Badass has an album coming out in 2 months. This is a rollout,
so
bro.
Rayvon has.
It's a
he dropped
rollout. So then it is all for clicks and attention.
No, but what I'm telling
It's
you
getting hot in here.
is yeah, I know. What I'm telling you is the essence of this is completely different than the essence of Drake and Kendrick.
Nah, bro. If you have two guys with albums coming out, it's all for clicks and likes and attention. You can't separate those things.
Nah.
It's a nice timing, right? Nice timing that they're having this little rap battle before their albums drop.
They've been poking at each other forever.
That's commercial appeal.
They've been poking at each other forever. Forever. Joey just responded.
I liked Rayvon's track.
Rayvon didn't have to go at Joey. They didn't have to do this. It was that cipher with Big Sean and all that was pretty fire though. Absol was confusing for me because Absol is TDE.
What was the confusing part?
He was on the cipher with Joey Badass. And he was even like, Joey, you put me in a sticky situation. And then Joey went on to say, I stand on what I'm saying. Fuck that and fuck them.
Cool.
And
I think it's kind of a neat moment.
there was a great, that's what I'm saying. This is a great moment for music.
So was the other one.
If you think Kendrick and Drake was that was nothing but dethroning somebody who's been on top forever.
That was good quality rapping.
We'll have to agree to disagree because there was no winner because the actual person who could have bodied them both wasn't even in it.
Who?
J. Cole.
Oh my God.
And that's all.
You can rap him down with dandelion raps.
You're tripping.
Fucking butterflies. And
You say the weirdest shit. I hope you get knocked out.
Whoa.
VR boxing again in front of your girlfriend and her family.
Well, that's really personal.
Christmas.
And you talk about no beef.
No.
We can't have a rap battle now because
This
that's
is
beef.
all beef.
That's a grunge right there.
This is all beef. But you know it's not beef? Something I need from you. I need something from you and I need you to do it for me. Can you guess?
27 cents.
This is what producer Lisa has been fiddling with behind the Anthony, what do we need?
Social media, Drew. And weird animal.
What?
You don't know who this is?
From Winnie the Pooh?
Oh my God. Just
It's
these
Tigger?
orange. Tigger's not that. He's not all head.
No.
He's a tail.
I thought it was a caricaturized version.
Go on, put him on game, producer Lisa.
Hercules is gonna hate me. I failed Hercules.
He failed his
Hercules,
girlfriend.
Hercules.
He failed
All right, that's fair.
his son. He failed to
she
save his
doesn't
dad.
she doesn't stop making the KO jokes at this point.
I love her.
No, you don't.
Oh, see how he is? Now he won, I also
Back to social media.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love when you get spirited about it. Talk more. Graduate.
Facebook,
Yeah?
TikTok,
They're all down here.
Instagram.
There you go. And YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Like, ring the bell, ding-a-ling, ling, ling, ling. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Fully lacking, baby.
Peace.
Peace.